Alright guys, we now know the July 4th update is releasing very soon, and if you don't do these things before it drops, you could miss out on limited rewards forever. Let's get into it! With a bunch of sneak peeks coming out, we just got a new one based on this July 4th update. Isaac has already confirmed that we're getting special limited skins, and these won't be available forever. If you don't buy them while the event is active, you'll most likely have to wait until next year before they return, assuming they even come back at all. Looking at the sneak peek itself, a lot of players instantly thought the skin was for Nosferatu because of the face. Since Nosferatu still doesn't have any skins in the game, many people felt this would be the perfect opportunity to finally give him one. However, if you actually look closer, you can spot what looks like a Necrobloxican, making it much more likely that this skin is actually for Slasher instead. Even though the hand and body still resemble Nosferatu quite a bit, it now seems almost confirmed that this is a Slasher skin rather than what everyone originally expected. Not only that, but people are also expecting an Uncle Sam skin to arrive as part of the event, with many believing it could end up being for Ghast. Isaac also mentioned that he wants to bring back the feeling of old Roblox events, similar to the classic hat sales, which is going to happening in Forsaken. Since Bowels Necrosis is the main person working on this update, there's also a good chance we'll see some custom animations included with these skins as well. What's even more interesting is that this update is expected to release within the next 5 to 10 hours. However, that's not the only thing people have noticed. After all of the mysterious shards were revealed, players started looking much closer at the figure shown right in the middle. At first, almost everyone believed this was going to be Dignity, but after comparing it to older concepts, people are now starting to think this is actually the Demise Noli redesign that was announced a while ago. Even then, the design still doesn't perfectly match what people expected. Some players instead believed that this skin is actually based on one of the old Roblox body swap potions, mainly because of the blue and red color of the skin. Others have gone even further, suggesting this could actually be the long-awaited replacement for JX1DX1, especially after its LMS theme had its name changed to question marks, with people noticing it. Since Birdie Candles even replied with eye emojis after these theories started spreading, many players now believe the replacement has finally been modeled and could actually be revealed in this very update. While everyone is focused on the July 4th limited skins, it definitely looks like there's a lot more hidden inside this update than we originally expected. Which of these skins or surprises are you looking forward to the most?
Are you serious right now, bro?
Now, another thing you need to know about is that a bunch of Forsaken skins are about to become completely unobtainable. As we all know, Die of Death is finally getting updated after years with the fashionably late update, which is releasing on July 11th. While this is huge for Die of Death players, it's actually bad news if you still haven't unlocked some of the Forsaken collab rewards. If you didn't already know, Die of Death has a bunch of exclusive Forsaken content, including Love Shot Chance, alongside the joke skins Nulliful and Cementful. Cementful is actually based on the original version of Artful before he got his redesign in Forsaken, making it one of the funniest crossover skins they've ever added. Not only that, but the collab also included the Glass Houses map, which is where you actually unlock Love Shot Chance. However, once the fashionably late update releases, all of this content is being removed. That means Love Shot Chance, the Glass Houses map, and everything that came with the collaboration will no longer be obtainable. The Die of Death devs have already confirmed that they currently have no plans to ever bring this content back, meaning Love Shot Chance could genuinely become one of the rarest skins in Forsaken. Players who already bought Nulliful and Cementful inside Die of Death will most likely receive a refund once the collab gets removed. Even though this collab will no longer return for some time, there were also plans of adding Kildred, Nosferatu, and even Harken Sixer, but sadly, they won't be coming. However, a lot of people are hoping the collab eventually comes back, especially if that person, who shall not be named, is completely removed from everything surrounding Forsaken. But as of right now, it doesn't look like that's going to happen anytime soon. So if you've been wanting to get your first limited skin, now is probably your last chance. Make sure you jump into glass houses and unlock Love Shot Chance before the update arrives.
Are you sure?
Another thing that could potentially be coming to the game, something that Elliot players have been asking for quite a while now, is his scooter. Rather than functioning as an entirely new ability, the scooter would act as a cosmetic during rush hour, replacing Elliot's normal running animation. Honestly, this makes a lot of sense as literally Elliot's render features his scooter, and it has become one of the most recognizable parts of the character. Instead of simply sprinting during rush hour, players could ride the scooter around the map, making the ability feel much more unique and giving Elliot a little more personality. This is something players have been asking for since around May of last year, so it's not surprising to see so much support behind the idea. If it does end up being added, it could also mean Elliot's milestones receive a small update in the future. However, not everyone agrees on how it should be implemented. One of the biggest concerns is that the scooter could end up being locked behind milestones, so to those who are lazy, they probably won't ever get to use it. Many players would rather see the scooter become available for everyone, especially since it is such a major part of Elliot's character. With some saying how there are many other Elliot skins that could benefit from his scooter being added, as it resembles where the characters originate from. With skins such as Retro Elliot, Jordan, and Sally can all ride the horse that was from work at a pizza place. Because of this, some players believe Forsaken could expand the idea even further by creating unique versions of the scooter for different skins. For now, nothing has been officially confirmed, but the community clearly seems interested in seeing Elliot's iconic scooter finally make its way into the game. Should it remain as a milestone reward or become something every Elliot player can enjoy? Another feature that many players have been discussing recently is the possibility of skin variants. With so many concepts being made for the same characters and multiple versions of certain designs already existing, skin variants feel like a natural addition that could give Forsaken a lot more customization without requiring entirely new skins every time. Isaac mentioned that if skin variants ever become a reality, some designs could potentially receive entire sets of alternate appearances. One example he brought up was Subject Zero, which could eventually have multiple visual designs for an entire skin set. Since the community is constantly creating new concepts, there is definitely no shortage of ideas that Forsaken could pull from. Many players have suggested making these variants unlockable through achievements or milestones. This would give people another reason to play specific killers and survivors while working towards unique skin variants, as well as milestone-based variants for characters such as Blooded and Pretty Princess. Another benefit is that variants could solve a problem involving legacy skins. Rather than taking up separate inventory slots, legacy versions could function as alternate styles for current milestone skins. This would help keep inventories cleaner while also allowing older designs to remain available in some form without causing frustration among players who had the legacy ones but were removed. There are already plenty of concepts that could work perfectly with this system. Some players have suggested things like a Telemon variant for Shedletsky milestones, even though Telemon already exists as its own skin. Others have focused on expanding LMS portraits. We have already seen community-made examples, such as Yaorinidia and Noli and Yaorinidia 007 showing how different portraits and visual effects could completely change the feel of a skin. So do all of these now before the update drops. What you excited to see come? Subscribe and hit the bell for more Forsakening it.